questions over here?
Fran, what was the game plan for Boeheim's defense, especially in the second half? You guys seem to find a lot of holes in it.
It's not easy to do. I think we tried a lot of different combinations over the last few days to try to get some post players to flash their foul line and then make plays from there. I thought Raleigh did a really good job for the most part today. Saw some guys inside. I thought he had a couple of great kickouts for threes as well. But I think everybody, in order for us to win the game, everybody's got to sort of do their job, and I thought we managed the game well from our offensive end. Made a couple quick jumpers, but for the most part, I thought we managed the game. And again, to get it to the middle of the floor is not easy with that size and length that they have, but I thought our guys did a good job of passing the ball and then coming to the ball as well.
Coach, you think that was the most physical game your team has played all season?
You know, it's right up there. These are really big guys, and they have a terrific basketball team and program and coach, and we knew we were in for a tough battle, and I thought we battled about as well as we could. But yeah, physically it was, that game will take a lot out of you. Luckily we have a few days to take a step back and appreciate the game and the win, but also to appreciate their families as they go.
How tough was it to take Khalif Wyatt out of the game? You saw you had some 30-second stretches of him coming in and out.
Yeah, I mean, he's a smart guy. He got himself a little bit of foul trouble, but I was happy for him that he could get in on the offensive end and out on defense for a little bit. It's the way the game goes sometimes.
Fran, against that front court, how big was Anthony? I mean, is this as good as you've seen him play since?
Yeah, I mean, he took the challenge, I thought, tremendously. I thought he made one reverse layup that I don't know how he made the shot, to be honest with you. We talked about that a lot. You're not going to be able to finish a whole lot of baskets at the rim with these guys because they are so long and so bothersome. But he did a couple of great things out there, and how about his foul shooting, too? It's remarkable, 11 for 14, and that certainly saved us.
Coach, in the back, and then we'll get to over here.
Talk about Khalif going up against Carter Williams. I mean, do you think he took this as a challenge?
You know, and Carter Williams is a terrific player, and just it's interesting to watch how young this guy is, and how good he's terrific now, and he's going to get even better each and every game that he plays. But I think Khalif took the challenge, saying to himself, I didn't play very well the last time out, and I needed to make my team better, and I thought he did tonight. He was spectacular. In the first half, he made so many great plays. In the second half, obviously, he made every foul shot he took, but he made some really good plays when we were struggling to score, and that was the only way we were going to stay in the game with Khalif making plays.
Dana?
Fran, after the Pacers game, you seemed pretty disappointed with the effort. What's the difference between that and getting this?
You know, it wasn't so much the effort thing. I think we shot too many threes, and Khalif and Scooty shot too many threes. So we talked about that, and I don't want to take the ball out of their hands and get them to be anything less than aggressive. And I thought Scooty took the challenge too. He made two big threes in that stretch, right? If I recall. And just we needed that too. We can't have him not to shoot the basketball. He passed up a three early in the second half. I was a little angry with him, but he came out and he did a really good job too. We can't win the game without everybody really doing some special things.
Fran, did you want to make Michael Portman more of a scorer than a passer? Were you trying to shut out everybody else?
Well, we talked a little bit about trying to deny him the ball, but he's so good, he's so fast and so long, that was difficult to do. We're a switching team a lot, and so we got caught with Carter Williams against Jake O'Brien and Anthony Lee, and those are not easy for our guys to handle, but if they could keep him in front of him, and maybe he would rise up and just shoot a two, which would be better than him making a play for a layup and a three-point play, or better than him making a three. I think he's a really good player. I didn't take a look at his numbers today, but he's a hard guy to guard, and that length, and he's got great knowledge too. And he had 6 assists today, and I thought, to be honest with you, if you had asked me what it was without being able to read this, I would have said more than 10. But he was a really good player.
Fran, next year you guys will obviously play the Big East tournament here in this building. Do you think this environment gives your guys kind of an indication of what that'll be like? And do you feel they made a statement against the top Big East team today?
Well, yeah, I appreciate the question. I think our guys understand how big the moment is coming into New York City and in Madison Square Garden, and against it. I think the biggest thing is playing a team like Syracuse, who's just a remarkable program. They got a chance to win the game. We've been pretty fortunate. We won some games against some pretty good teams in some pretty good environments. So I think they understand, especially a kid like Khalif, who he has no fear and he just wants the moment. And I thought he embraced the moment.
Fran, this is now 5 years in a row you guys have come up with that big win over a top 10 program, a big signature non-conference win. To get this one against Syracuse in a building that's kind of been a home away from home for them, what does this mean for you guys? How do you guys keep pulling this off every year?
Well, I can't answer the latter part. I think it's just our kids have done a great job in responding to the challenge. Has been great. What it means, it's great. I wish it was worth more than one victory. It would be terrific, but it's not. And we have to get ready to go against Detroit and Bowling Green coming up at home, and then we're going to go on the road against Kansas, and then we're going to start our league season. So it means a great couple of days for us, to be honest with you. I'm thrilled to be sitting here after a victory. There's no question about it. And they'll appreciate their families even more so with this win, as will I. And but you need your families all the time. And so I wish I were Pat Kelsey, to be honest with you, sitting up here. I thought his talk the other day was spectacular about really what life really means. So
What did you see?
It's really fun to be here. Fun to be in this environment.
What did you see out of DeCozy today?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to really be a good player. It's up to us to get him more minutes. And the last foul shot that he made was big. It was a huge, huge foul shot. So happy for him, and he's done some really good things. And again, I got to get more guys some playing time. Daniel Dingle, I mentioned to him, he was a New York kid. He had to get in the game early. He did a great job of handling the pressure the one time. Well, that's going to give him more trust and faith, me more trust and faith in him. I love our freshmen, and I like our team. We don't always do the right thing all the time, but I like our team.
Fran, you mentioned a minute ago the 2 games upcoming. Easy or hard to get them on a level-headed after a big win like this and the two games before?
The win again is tremendous for us today. But we've been here before. We've won some big games in November and December, and now or maybe in January last year. But we got a big league schedule coming up, and before we get to that, we have 3 non-league games that are really important. Every game is so critical in your development. And reality is, I don't know that we would have won today had we not lost on Wednesday, to be quite frank. I think that game we got a little bit of a comeuppance against Canisius. They played better than we did. They deserved to win the game. But I think our kids understood the task at hand today.
Trick, playing the point against a zone like that. There's a lot of patience. Like Wyatt had a lot of patience there.
He did have great patience, Jack, and he's so good. I mean, he's so talented. His IQ is off the charts on the court, off the charts. And so he knows where to go with the ball. He has great poise and sense of the game. And again, that fearlessness when you go to the line and make all 15 foul shots is pretty impressive. But I'm not surprised by it.
Fred, how big, I guess, was this for Khalif? Not only do you get 33 out of him, but how about 50 to 50? And just, I guess, sum up in general, about 89% you shot from. Was that certainly a big improvement from Wednesday?
Yeah, obviously. We did poorly on Wednesday, but Wednesday catapulted us today. I think we needed to learn a lesson, and hopefully we did. Hopefully we'll be a good basketball team as the rest of the year goes on.
Last question? Okay, we're good?
Thank you.
Great.